What is going on, guys? You're back on another video, and we are doing a realistic quote marks rebuild of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this is coming out after Week 3. However, I don't have the Week 3 results. It's like right before the game. So, are the Buccaneers 3-0? I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming they're 3-0, right? Or 2-0 at least at this point. And, of course, like I said, it's a realistic rebuild, so we will not start Winston for the first 3 weeks. And I know some of you guys are like, what do you mean not start Winston? Winston ain't getting the start ever. Is Howard hurt? Is Howard hurt? Hello? Howard? Oh, it's because he's a fullback. But this is Madden. This isn't real life. If we're talking realistic, we're talking, is Fitzpatrick going to play up to real life standards? Probably not, right? Probably not. Let's take a look at the guys we have going for us. Star Dev, Ronald Jones. I really don't pay attention to the running backs in Sim too much. I have no idea how he's going to do. However, Star Dev, even though he's 74 overall, could be great. I'm going to have Chris Godwin at number 3. Quick Dev, youngster, offensive line. There's a couple of decent guys. I'm going to try to move Jensen over to left tackle, I think. DeMar Dotson's great, but he's old as hell. He's 32, I believe. Yeah, 32. Great pounds blocker, though. So we'll be looking for a new lineman. Maybe we'll find one in free agency. I don't know. Cameron Brate, did they re-sign him? I'm assuming they re-signed him, right? Damn, they gave him a huge deal. That sucks. Not going to be able to trade him. We're going to have 2 good tight ends on this team. Love it. Linebacker core, pretty solid. Pass rushing line, I don't like the pass rush at all. Noah Spence is a scheme fit. He's 24. Might have to take a look at that. Comparing to Vinny Curry. 30-year-old Vinny Curry. God damn it. Look at the corners. Oh, my God. MJ Stewart. I mean, I know he's a rookie and all, but, like, it's just not going to happen. These guys are too young, too low of an overall. There's some serious holes on this Buccaneers team. Really, a lot of them. So, since it's realistic, probably not going to be able to trade for anyone. Let's take a look at free agents. Obviously, we don't know what could help us here. Could use a safety. Is Eric Reed a free agent in real life? Nah, screw it. Just go Eric Reed. Screw it. Can't yell at me. So, the trade block players are probably the same always. Jacoby, I love you, man. We're making you into a star in the Chargers League. Check that league out. Like and subscribe on the video for every video. And you might find a pot of gold at some point in your life. Or maybe you won't. But who knows? Maybe liking and subscribing will fix your problems. Maybe they won't. I know they didn't fix my problems. I mean, they did. What? So as usual, the same guys. For some reason, some of them... Oh, Andre Hall. How you doing? Some reason, a lot of these guys are in here always. It is what it is. We're going to, mix up the lineup. Going to be paying attention very close because I would hate for Winston not to start with his star dev. So please, Fitzpatrick, for the sake of this video, suck. The first 3 weeks, you need to suck harder than Riley. What? Imagine in like 2 years. I know there's taxes and, whatever, moving fees and traveling fees, whatever you might have. But imagine in like basically 2 years, depending on how you spend your money, being able to live without working another day in your life for bending over and like throwing an egg backwards. I love the idea that I'm pretty sure that's Evan Dietrich Smith, the old Packers player. I love how he dropped Dietrich Smith. Unless it's someone else. He's so bad he can't even keep his name in place because he sucks on blocking. Get it? See, Jason Pierre-Paul, they paid a lot of money. Vinny Curry. I want Noah Spence. No, I'm starting Noah Spence. I don't care. Vita Vea. They don't even have him starting, I bet. Let's throw Mitch Unrein on the block. Let's be honest. Not going to get much. They might have just signed him. I don't care. He sucks. Don't worry, Quan. You're safe with me. You're not going to get traded. So who starts? MJ Stewart or... See, MJ Stewart is better in like the speed category technically. So draft picks are all intact, which is fine. Kind of hoping for a bad season. That's how these mid to low level teams. That's how we get them going. 51 players. We've dropped to yellow bar. I don't know how. Oh, it's because of the fullback. I don't know. Imagine a fullback dictating the team's well-being. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. It was a regular season injury. Woo. Thank Christ for that. Not unrealistic if he got injured during the season, which technically it's not during yet. And I'm not bending the rules. This is factoids, you know? Just like Ryan Fitzpatrick will be paying attention the first 3 weeks. If he's bad, he gets the old bencharoo. So we're not going to... we already lost. So we're not going to care about preseason stats. However, we did lose 41-10 to the Saints. So it's safe to say not quite the success that he had in real life. Fitzpatrick, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. This is kind of the numbers we probably expected from him this year. Yeah, a little bit more expected numbers. Take a look at how he does against the Eagles. I mean, in real life, he's averaging about 400 yards, 4 touchdowns a game pretty much. So definitely below that category so far. Did beat the Eagles. All right, that's a little shocking. Not going to lie, 31-24. Let's see the numbers. Fitzpatrick, 2 picks. Did have about 367 yards, 3 touchdowns. Those aren't bad numbers. If he repeats that, I think we keep him in. But I will be... This is the first time in rebuild history, actually, where I've kind of followed through and seen how the players played. So another loss here, 31-16, kind of inconsistent. If he had bad numbers here, I know those are very hard to... 3 straight very difficult teams to beat. But let's take a look at the numbers. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 295 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. I think... If we calculate all the numbers, let's take a look at the numbers. With Jameis Winston technically being the future, through 3 games, 851 yards isn't bad. 4 touchdowns isn't bad, but 4 picks is a little rough. Let's take a look at how that compares. That does put him in... Actually, where is he? Puts him in like the top, I don't know, decent bit, I suppose. I mean, those aren't terrible numbers, to be fair. Sam Darnold and Blake are balling out. And then we'll give him another week. And if he plays very poorly, then he's going to get benched probably. Lost to the Bears by 14. It's kind of rough. Taking us to a 1-3. At the end of the day, 1-3 is pretty bad. And that will be an official benching of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Very wavery type season. Not really getting it done. He's going to get benched for Winston. So the Winston Chronicles continue. I'd say at this point in real life, unless Winston has literally, or had, I suppose, because it's coming out after that, unless he had the worst game ever versus the Steelers, I don't see him getting benched until like week 6 or week 7. Obviously, I'm not saying that he will get benched. I'm just saying that if he were to, that would be when, I would say, because I think he's built up enough credit to save him for a couple of games now. A couple of bad performances. I suppose it's probably about time to take a look at some re-signing. So, Brent Grimes definitely on par for a re-signing. However, he's going to be he's going to be up there in age. Might not even stay in the league, so we'll wait for that one. Ali Marpe clearly gets the 5-year. He's the best lineman on the team, technically, because he's not like 56 years old. Quan Alexander with his stats easily gets a 7-year. Probably should get more money, but I'm not going to... That's the one realism aspect that I'm not going to touch, just because, I don't know, it'll just mess it all up. A lot of different names. We'll work out the rest of them, but for right now, I'm happy with what we have. Well, we're going to just sim to the playoffs now. I feel like I'm missing something, like I'm forgetting to do something. I don't know. See if Winston coming back was a good thing for us. Of course, we did not make the playoffs. We were 5-11, so 50-50 type job. MVP Matt Ryan, that sucks. Saints did pretty well, too. Take a look at the team record, because technically I would want us to lose. At this point, I don't think this team is even close to a Super Bowl team. I don't know how they're even doing in real life, to be honest. They have some decent weapons on offense, but it is what it is. Winston versus, Ryan Fitzpatrick. So, games played, it doesn't tell you how many snaps played. So about, what is that? That's add up to about 3 times, right? So you look at the numbers, and Winston definitely was the best decision. Because you look at it, if you times these by 3, same touchdowns, 5 more picks, yardage pretty damn close. So overall, similar seasons, kind of. I'll say that Winston didn't play too well either, but it is what it is. Ronald Jones played so poorly. Receiving, Mike Evans did pretty damn well, all things considered. I don't know how Adam Humphries... they ruined it. Adam Humphries played over Godwin. I had Godwin up on the lineup, and the game said no. Thank you. Did Noah Spence play? Of course he didn't. 4 sacks. I don't have auto like reorder on or anything like that. So please, EA, stop ruining my rebuilds. Jesus Christ. 31st offense. Jesus Christ. Times 2. 29 defense. Double the Jesus Christ. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not looking at the awards because we don't have any. Upgrades. These are the upgrades we had for about 8 weeks of play. Yikers, you know? So honestly, best case scenario, unless there's a god tier player, is to probably trade down and accumulate some picks if we can. Not sure that's what we're going to do, though. Rams versus Jags. I don't care about this. I honestly don't even pay attention to the stories anymore. I probably shouldn't even have last year, to be fair. Rams win by 6, I think, right? Negotiations, all right. So Eric Reed has a 4-year deal wanting. He has quick dev. I think I'm going to give him the 4-year. This team's kind of desperate. Thank you. Adam Humphries, 80 overall. He's not a bad player, but we really don't need him, man. Well, it's good to Chris Conte. He's well past his time in the NFL, in my opinion. Imagine testing free agency as, like, the kicker's holder. Not even that's way better of a job than he would get, probably. This is such a tough decision. Is there a way to see if he has any upgrades? I think we already upgraded, to be fair. He had a decent season. Godwin should have been the damn starter, man. Adam Humphries, I think we're going to let him go. To be fair, I think they let him go a lot as well. Probably should have re-signed Barber. Whatever, we let a lot of guys go. We're going to have to fill some of these positions up in free agency right quick. 21 mil, I don't know where the money is gone, but it's gone. Sheldon Richardson was let go. Trevor Williams always let go for some reason. Normal dev sucks to be him. Dante, I mean, there's some decent names in here, but as usual, the Dolphins or Redskins are making sure nobody gets a deal on those fellas. A 3-year deal for Sheldon. He's probably worth the money, but that's not a position of really that much need. Latavius Murray, we could use a backup. Technically, it would be a starter. But yeah, Ronald's definitely going to get the start. Imagine being a free agent, like backup running back, and wanting like a 4-year decent deal. In all fairness, he probably gets more money than that in real life. If so, ooh, Matt Paradis, of course, he's going to get a huge contract. See if we got anyone. We lowballed pretty much everyone, so I'm not okay. I'm surprised we got George Iloka. I got him on like a bare minimum like signing bonus. Jonathan Joseph, I don't even think I offered him a single signing bonus. Not bad pickups, though, because safety, very big need. We filled that decently last season, obviously, with Eric Reed. This season with George Iloka. Defensive line, Noah Spence clearly gets the start at this point. They're both the same overall now. Jonathan Joseph, because Brent Grimes retired, is our new #1 corner. Probably going to get overtaken by Hargraves here. Yeah, we're in some trouble, man. This team has a lot of holes that we clearly will not be able to fill in one season. Hopefully they scouted most offensive linemen. It does suck. When you have a decent position somewhere, they won't scout it, which kind of sucks. It's like our center was okay. Our left guard was okay. They're not going to scout him. Right tackle, yeah, I was about to say, not as like barely anyone scouted because of DeMar Dotson, who ironically may have retired. I don't know. He's 32. Sometimes players retire around that age. 7.7 strong safety mid first. Ooh. I think if this was real life, this is probably where the Buccaneers would go. They'd probably go with that safety. But once again, I think we did a pretty good job of signing some free agent safeties that'll easily be good enough. Oh, wow. This sucks. The cornerback's kind of our need. And this is clearly one of those like all-time like 82 overall like star, maybe superstar dev players. So I'm not sure if that's where we're going to go, but that looks, if he's around our selection, which he probably will be, that looks like it might be our decision. Well, we have everything scouted, and I don't see it. I see one corner in the mid-first that I might take, depending on where we are. Hopefully we're like 9. Oh, damn. I mean, we were 5-11. I didn't think 5-11 was that bad. This could be pretty big. I'm going to take a look, because I do want the realistic option, which, of course, is to take a player. You have a top 3 pick. You're most likely going to take a player. The Bengals will give me that, but moving from 3 to 8 should cost them more than that. I think that's a very unfair trade for us. number 40 this year and 45 next year, plus 8 to move up 5 spots into number like top 3. Top 3 category is next level. So I think this is a pretty fair trade, actually. I think they might still be gaining. But at the end of the day, I don't have a top 3 pick. Hopefully they get someone good here. That's a good pick. I thought Taylor Bridges was going to be good. I'm pretty sure we're going to take a corner here. Damn, they actually did take the guy I wanted. That sucks. Isaac Bradford, though. He is pretty fast. He is pretty good. We'll still got Isaac. Whatever. Quick dev. We reached 78 overall. He probably did reach. I really wanted the guy the Lions took, or whoever was before us took. Definitely going to be paying attention to that corner because I think he was great. Le'Veon McKenzie. Insane player. Got to let him go. We traded number 35 this year, 107 next year, and Bo Allen to move up to 24. Probably a little bit, bad of a trade for them, but I think it evens out for the trade we ended up getting in the first round. Marciano, the Packers grabbed a high overall. Not necessarily a great player. I trade up here and not a single lineman to be found. That is rough. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks. I don't care about them, but I'm still curious. This guy looks actually really good. Kier Ford. Or Kier Ford, whatever his damn name is. Trade up for a lineman. There isn't one there. Now I look like an idiot. And maybe I don't. There's a guy here early, mid-second, actually. Good blocking. He's a great pass blocker. To be fair, we kind of... Damn, I wish I didn't trade up. Idiot. Do you have Clemsy Stewart, who looks like a pretty good... I'm actually going to go with this guy, for sure. Hell yeah. 79 overall, normal dev. Supposed to go 15. It says we reach, but I like this guy. Yeah, I like him. His stats are a little low, but I like him. I think he's a starter. Ooh, this might be it. I'm going to go with Kaysen McAllister. 76 overall, normal dev. Great strength. Not a bad player. He's kind of 50-50, though. He's all over the place. Well, not really. He's a great pass blocker, bad run blocker, which I think is fun. I think he's a good player. He's a good starter. Next pick is 27 now. We also have to pay attention if there's anything in the mid to late of this round. We won't get it. Late 4th. This guy actually looks pretty good. We don't need a tight end, so I'm not going to fight for him. If he's there, I'll take him. If he's not, he's not. So I think with this pick, we're going to take Kent Bridges. I think. Let's make sure. I think Kent Bridges is good 78 overall normal dev. 74 overall quick, so kind of 50-50 there. Very fast. He's going to be at least a return man for us. I think when you're looking at it, an early 4th, great speedy return man is a perfectly fine pick. Look at the draft recap. There was no wow picks. With a number 3 overall pick, I'm actually kind of disappointed with myself. I will say Clemsy Stewart didn't have good dev, but he was a good safety. Took him in the early 2nd as well. McAllister was actually a pretty good pick. It's just his dev was bad. Bridges, not a bad pick. Bradford, he's a good pick. However, I was hoping for the guy that the Lions took, who's going to be a stud. I believe he was a Lions player, right? Bogle, 82 overall. Quick dev, much better. 98 speed. Much better than our player, kinda. What about Gordon Kelly? Another fast player, star dev. The best corner out of the 3, I would say. Aram Spragan. Damn, that guy's good. I like him. I like him a lot. Taylor Bridges, 79 overall, quick dev, big man. Kind of on the slower side. Good agility, surprisingly, though. Middle linebacker, Araguz. Slow, or not slow. Short, but superstar dev. Kind of slow in fairness, ironically. Bethel went in the 3rd round. Sean Bethel to the Ravens. Great pick. Pretty damn good player. Glad we didn't take him, though, because we would have had no need. I mean, not a bad draft. Would have loved to get Bogle. It sucks. Probably should have went to the Lions instead. It's unfortunate because the guy we took wasn't as good. He's still a good player, though. They're both pretty similar, but I would have obviously rather had Bogle. So year 1, not a great year. Let's take a look at the draft picks. Please tell me we actually got better picks than I think we did. So yeah, we added 2 extra 2nd rounds, an extra 3rd, and an extra 7th to still land a really solid cornerback with Bradford. So right now, projected starters probably Hargraves, Bradford, and then DRC with Joseph kind of floating around a little bit. I'm sorry, Stewart, but you didn't really work out. Your dev's all right, to be fair, but you didn't really work out for us. So looking at the line, DeMar Dotson dropped about 4 overalls, which really sucks. He's actually barely feasible at this point. Right guard, we need a new one. Center, Ryan Jensen's all right. Ali Marpet's godly, obviously. So McAllister starts at left tackle, and as of right now, Noble starts at right guard. Kind of a big player, though, for right guard. Wait, did Deshaun actually retire, or did he just drop so bad that Godwin's number 2 now? Damn, Godwin's just number 2. Deshaun, 32 years old. He's okay. I think Kent Bridgers should start, man. Kent Bridgers is like a younger Deshaun. It's kind of hard to put it, though. I don't know, man. So here is the roster we're going in with. I do have a couple of guys in the block, so I might end up trading them. I think that this scheme that I changed this to, the vertical power run, is sick for upgrades. Look at the amount of players that, like, ironically, a vertical power run, it doesn't go for the running back, which is ridiculous. It's because he's not a power back, but the amount of players that are getting up, like the bonus here is ridiculous. This could be a huge game changer for us. Both tight ends, the entire offensive line, every receiver except for Mike Evans, which is fine because he's the one guy that doesn't need upgrading. Winston gets an upgrade. Defensively, this is kind of the best one I found because it gives Bradford the upgrade. This is the lineup, by the way. Stewart sadly doesn't get the upgrade. Same with Quan, but I think it's what needs to be done. An 80 overall team is perfectly fine. Hoping we can trade some of these guys off. Carlton may be tradable. I mean, you would think so, right? He's a youngster. After a year or two, those guys kind of go for maybe a 5th round, 6th round if you're lucky. Apparently not today, though, which kind of sucks. We have some decent draft picks, so I wouldn't really care if, what is it called? If we did well. So hopefully we do well. Doo-doo! I'm going to go with an 8-win season, which is kind of ridiculous, to be fair. By the way, I think it's kind of like, I don't know if that's a Madden thing or they're actually trying to implement real life, but going for low projection or expectations, wouldn't that be more of a chance of firing? Like, every coach should be saying we're playoff ready, but if you don't say it, that in my opinion, should be grounds for being fired, if anything. Imagine a coach week 1 of a decent run. You know, the Buccaneers. I keep calling them the Bengals. The Buccaneers, they have a decent enough roster to make the playoffs, you know? So to say 7-8 wins, no. That's bad. That looks bad on you. Great. Our cornerback was one. They want to be man-to-man. That sucks. If I want him on the scheme fit, I'm going to have to make him the greatest man corner of all time. DeMar Dotson's the biggest sleaze going. Oh, yeah, I want a contract. I only want 3 years. Regressing hard as hell. Jameis, man. This is tough. Vernon got Stardew? I don't know how, but you're getting a 7-year after hearing this news. Damn, man. I don't know if Winston's the guy. I'm actually, before I make a signing of him, I'm going to see how he's doing mid-season. Noah Spence finally gets a start, and he wants a 5-year deal. That's going to be a rough decision for me. I really don't know. But I can't lose him, but a 5-year deal is rough for a guy that I don't even know if he's going to develop. Considering all circumstances, Winston's doing pretty well. He is how old? He's 25. I'm going to give him a 5-year deal. That's a good offer. It is. If any, I mean, that'd be a rough one. Like that, the quarterback market is so ridiculous. Like, average players getting paid ridiculous amounts of money. It's crazy. Simming to the playoffs. Are we in it? I feel like we upgraded our team a bit. Definitely better than year 1. What about year 2? And we missed the playoffs again. At 4-11-1. We were worse than last year, which is rough. Clearly, I would not want us to lose in this scenario. However, I will show you guys we didn't cheat. Please, Madden gods, give us the greatest draft prospects of all time because we need it. Please, Winston, please have had a good season. I'm all right with it. 4,100 yards, 28 touchdowns, 8 picks. Rushing, Ronald Jones was garbage as per usual. Receiving, Godwin was good because he finally started. Only 2 touchdowns, though. Mike Evans, another great season. Deshaun Jackson started over Kent Bridges. Love when the game ruins players again. So last year was Godwin. This year it's Bridges. Our left tackle rookie kind of struggled, but at the same time, that's a tough position to play. Picks, Hargraves did well. Bradford did okay as a rookie. Kicker, Catanzaro is gone after this season. Punt return, kick return, punt return, not great. I guess we'll check if we won any like rookie awards or something. I don't know. I doubt we would have, though. Do we even have a rookie on offense? Bradford won defensive rookie of the year. Okay, okay. Things are changing. That's big. So here's the upgrades we have after the season. So McAllister didn't gain a single point. That is so rough. That is actually like unbelievably rough. Defensively, Bradford is a top-tier corner. Hargraves, not a bad number 2. Not a bad number 2 at all. Stewart really didn't get that many upgrades. Overall, not very happy. Not very happy with the results. Hopefully this draft can kill it. I'm not exactly sure how many years I'm going to give this one because clearly this isn't a 3-year. This is more than 3 years. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes. You know, if there's no movement in the next, by the end of season 3, if we're not at least like a 7-8 win team, we might have to call it quits. But I think we'll make some strides to be an average team this year. Texans, Buccaneers. Buccaneers. Texans, Falcons. I wish now I say the right team. All right. So the Falcons appear to have won. So we have Noah Spence, as we said. Oh. He went up to star. Oh, he wants less. No, he doesn't want less money. I mean, either way, I'll take it. It's good enough. I know he's probably not going to do that well. That's rough to pay him that kind of money. Star dev's nice, though. I'm going to let him go, I guess. I guess I have no choice. I can't pay him 12 mil. I'd rather overpay in free agency than pay him 12 mil for a year. Kind of wish I would have signed him. I didn't know he was going to get, decent dev, so it is what it is. 22.5 mil. Don't know where the hell the money. I guess to be fair, we did just sign. What's his name? Ooh. I know I went for Yannick in our Packers, but we actually need him this time. Yeah, we're going for Yannick. We're paying a bit of money for Yannick. It's fair though. It's fine. We need a pass rusher. Yannick is that guy. He's worth it. He'd be getting paid more than this in real life, so we are overpaying him by about 7 mil, which makes sense because that's the way the market is these days. Jake Elliott. Oh, my God. How are you, buddy? I will pay you exactly what you're asking for. Completely fair in my book. Well, I'm hoping for the best on Yannick. I also think we might be a top 2 pick. Oh, my God. That is actually, like, that is the biggest. I don't even know what word to use here. That's the Deshaun retired, by the way. That's the biggest. That is such a huge loss because now we're stuck with 76 overall JPP and 76 overall Vinny Curry. This is going very poorly. I offered him $7 million more than he wanted, and he still would not have it. Honestly, we're desperate for Sheldon Rankins. I know he's not fast, but it's better than what we have at least. I'm just going to go for him regardless. A power rusher, 7.1, early first. Honestly, I don't see the value there. 7.5 linebacker, that could allow us to trade someone maybe. Although they're very bad in speed. Mid first, this guy we might have to take a mid first. Might have to trade down to 7. Although he is one of the sought after, so I don't know. So we got Sheldon Rankins. We offered him an 80-point offer, so not a crazy amount of money really offered there. Gerald McCoy's kind of fallen down a little bit. I don't know what his speed is like. He's superstar dev still. Do we have any, like, is Vita Vea? I know these guys are all big players, but do any of them have a little bit of speed to play on the outside? And we could have a big front. I don't even know. I don't think we're going to be able to. We'll see what their overalls are, though, because I don't think it should be Curry and Pierre-Paul. I don't even know why William Golson's still in the league, to be honest. See, these are the reasons why I shouldn't, what is it called? I shouldn't leave the game until the draft's over. So I have no idea who I want. Luckily, there's a lot of stars. I think we wanted a pass rusher, actually. Hopefully that's what we wanted, because that's what we need. Damn, this guy's really, he's old, though. He's old. If he wasn't old, he'd be pretty good. Obviously, I'm not going to go for it. We need a top 7. Top 7 for sure, so The Bengals will give us that, but trading number 2 to 7 should get us more than a second and a third round. And the second isn't even this year. I'm going to go to the Raiders. I don't want to risk this Mario Bennett guy more than I have to. You're going to pay a little bit more than that to move 4 into the second and the top 2. All for a running back. Are you serious? Okay. So they take Mario Bennett. However, they left Long Leonard. I mean, he's not bad. I'll take him anyways. Quick dev, 80 overall. You reached. I clearly did not. Very good hit power as we expected. Pretty damn fast. I can't be mad. As long as we were going to get one of the two, I'm not mad. And it turned out pretty well. I probably would have rather had this guy anyways. These picks with Carlton Davis, I think, is completely fair. Number 12. Welcome. That's a fair trade. 29 this year, 81 this year, and Carlton Davis the third for number 12. That's pretty fair, especially in Madden terms. I don't know who's going to be there. Madrano's probably gone, but if he isn't, he's coming to the team. Brian Valentine is. Come on, starter. 80 overall, normal dev. He's supposed to go 10, though. How are you going to give this guy's stats a normal dev? That is ridiculous. He's a great player, though. I'm going to have to go with Keith Choice. He's my choice. Did I make a decision? No, I made a good decision. Wanted to make a good decision, but that was the guy I wanted. He's like the same as JPP, so can't really be mad. I want to see this Soma guy. I'm going to just keep manually clicking until we see him. Soma, 78 overall. Damn, very good route runner. I'm going to take him. Why not? 78 overall. Pretty good choice. If you could switch the Excel and Agility, he'd be a really good player. Don't know what we'll do with him, but it was still a good selection regardless. Well, really, I want to see 2 players. I want to see the Mario guy that we didn't get. Still think we got a great one, though. We ended up with a decent draft still. It's an okay draft, and we ended up getting a lot of picks for next year anyways. So, Mario Barrett, quick dev, 80 overall. I can't really be mad. Both players very similar. I'd say our guy was better, though. Madrano, 80 overall, superstar dev. That really sucks. That really sucks. He was taking 8th. We traded up to 12. We got a great player, but normal dev compared to superstar is, ridiculous. And then we knew he'd be good, but 24 years of age is rough. Soma, 78 overall. Was a normal dev anyways. Good player, but can't really be too mad with it. We have a decent bit of players to upgrade as well. Could we get Jones in? I'm not even going to upgrade Ty because I don't want this to happen. Barrett actually is going to start. I didn't really know how bad our receiving core is not bad, but we have room for starters, basically, is all I'm going to say. Cameron Braid, that contract's probably going to be getting to the point where it's not going to cost us too much to get rid of him, so I think we might trade Braid here. Take a look at how much Jeromepkr is costing us, because, yeah. Let's take a look. So he's like 10 mil, I think. Gerald's 10 mil. Winston. Curry's going to be off the team in a moment. It said Desmond King was a Bill, no? Guess not. He's a high overall. I don't know why he's always on their damn block. 87 overall corner. I know he's slow as hell. Maybe that's why, but still. Andre Hall is still there. I might make an acquisition of Mr. Andre Hall. Cameron Braid, a 5th this and a 7th this for Andre Hall. I think a very fair trade. A playmaker, tight end versus, a safety that's good, but not crazy great. We'll also give Merrick Reed for like a 7th round. They gave this man a speed upgrade. He already had 94 speed. So here is the lineup. Offensive line, it's getting better, but at the same time, Noble is a huge hole at the right guard spot. McAllister should be getting better, but it's, once again, all these players, they take so long to develop. Valentine was a great pick, but the dev is rough. Barrett, I don't even trust receivers progressing on this team ever. We did Sim for XP, and we get more XP for our corners. Love it. And corners looking pretty good, though. So I'll take it. Linebackers, they're all right. Andre Hall is a huge addition to strong safety. Leonard at left end, probably the best prospect we've had at left end in years. Sheldon Rankins, looking pretty good. And, yeah, let's, this is a decent team. We should get back to the playoff ways, right? Lads, we got a +2 speed. How? I don't get this kind of luck on the damn Chargers League. How? How do you get +2 speed when you're already fast? That's cheating. That's like if John Ross got a +2 speed. Whatever, I'll take it. So we have some contracts. Andre Hall, ironically, just got him, and he wants a contract. 28 years old. Not really asking for much, and he's a pretty damn good player, very fast. So regression shouldn't hit him too hard. So we're gonna sign him back. Levante David, however, a 3-year deal at the age of 30. Might be cheaper just to tag him. Chris Godwin, a very favorable contract here. Going to sign him to a 6-year deal. Pretty favorable deal for both. Well, not really both sides, but our side for sure. OJ Howard, really not, upgrading, but rather cheap for a star tight end. I'll take it, even though he's quick dev, you know what I mean? Speaking of quick dev, Kendall Beckwith, I think there might be better than him. Do I risk it, though? Because he is 25. I don't know. We'll wait on him, I think. Actually, we'll try to lowball him early. Nah, we'll give Levante a 3-year. I know that that dev is worrisome, but we'll give him a 3-year. He deserves it. Let's sim to the playoffs. I mean, I think we're definitely a playoff team. Let's take a look at what EA thinks. And they think we're not a playoff team. They think we're 3-12-1 at an 86 overall. And we were better than 86. Ooh, look at the upgrades, though. We were better than an 86 before. We just regressed because look at the O-line. Offensive players, we didn't get a whole lot of XP. Defense, though, Leonard. I'm going to call him Leonard because that's what his name is. It's just really weird. I hate the way it's always spelled like that. Leonard killed it, apparently. I don't think I need to show you guys we didn't cheat, because if I'm going to cheat, I'm going to force win there, because I don't know how we're doing so poorly. Winston doesn't get yards. Ronald Jones doesn't get yards. I don't care what the scheme fit is. We're going to a spread next year. I don't understand how the game says, oh, you don't have players for the spread. Well, apparently we don't have players for the vertical run because we suck. Vernon Hargreaves has 3 picks, and apparently he gets all those upgrade points. Jake Elliott misses 4 field goals out of 18. What is going on? This is ridiculous. Why is Sim so broken this year? Saints, what about our team? Number 2, really? Thanks. Damn, he had a lot of XP, and he didn't even win the award. That's insane. Well, let's go to the off-season, I suppose. God damn it. 3 years in, and we're looking like trash. Did we even make the playoffs once? I don't even know if we did. Negotiate. Let's take a look. So Kendall Beckwith wants that contract still. We have no money. He dropped to a normal dev. I'm going to allow him to go because I think we'll find someone better in, not free agency, but in the draft. We'll end up having some pretty solid picks because we probably have the number 1 overall selection. I just auto-upgrade everyone because I literally can't be bothered at this point. Let's see what our overall is. 88 overall. A 3-12-1 88 overall team. 87% scheme. Look at this is the best scheme fit, I'm pretty sure. 69%. Why is this offense so broken? Look at this. Why is it so broken? I'm going to spread regardless. I don't even care who gets upgrades, who doesn't. Oh, God. The whole team doesn't get upgrades, though. Not that it matters. I mean, no one's upgrading anyways. Let's go on to the next week. We'll have no money, but maybe we'll have just enough to... No, we won't. Oh, the Devils mark. Great. Can anything go right? Christian McCaffrey, Tariq Cohen kind of got a high overall there. Lots of DBs. Luckily, that's not really a position we need. There was some really solid O-line. I'd be kind of mad. Trent Williams. Imagine letting Trent Williams hit free agency and then almost doubling the pay that you could have got him for. Jesus Christ, the Redskins are so dumb. Yeah, we don't need anyone. Wait, what about sitting now? We don't need anyone here. The offensive line is terrible, but what can I do? The points are at 200% for offensive line. Oh, crap, I have scouting on. I think this is the last season we're going to do, and I give up after that. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not saying we're building the greatest team ever, but we're like an 87, 88 overall team, and we're the worst in the league? How? How is that possible? How can you be that decent of an overall and have the worst record in the entire league? There's no way the Colts have a better roster than us. Look at this roster, man. There's no way. There's no way these teams are better than us. Just based off of the high overalls. Look at this. It takes us all the way down to maybe 30% of the page to get to 85. You look at the Colts. The first fucking screen. I just swore I'm so angry. The first screen has 85s and less. How? EA, fix your crap game. This is so annoying. I mean, we're on par with every team in the league. Easily. We're better than most of these teams. You know, we have the depth on our team. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm definitely going for Hayden Sermon. You're benching 40 reps. Gotta have something going on in there, man. I'll take it. I'll pull a Tony Mandarich. I don't give a crap. Mid first. Another really good player. Holy crap. I'm just going to grab lineman. Man. I'm trading down. Give me the lineman. We're desperate. Whatever. Is that linebacker still there? Hudson Boyman. I'm going to take him. 80 overall, quick dev. 78 speed is rough. Imagine skipping the combine as a top prospect. He's a good player, though. He's a starter at the DN spot. Might actually be a really good move because Jerome McCoy actually might be useless. Yeah, Jerome McCoy. No, Jerome McCoy is fine. It's just I forgot how good of a team we are. It takes an hour to get down to our 85 to 87s. Stupid game. I will say, though, Jerome McCoy is still leaving the team because, Jesus Christ, 17.8 mil. I don't think so. So what do we want? We had a late first, and then we had this guy, right? Mid first, Raymond Watson coming to the team. Quick dev, 81 overall. Great lineman. I can't be mad. So, I mean, I think we just drafted the last of the starting linemen for our team. Whoever the game hates me. Noble and 33. There you go. See you later. To be fair, we took Noble in like the first or second. Where's my boy Ellis? Might still trade up for a lineman as well. Ellis Oliver, please be good. Superstar Dev, 78 overall. That's what I'm talking about. A little on the slower side. Coverage stats are pretty decent. He's got a little power move on him. He's a pretty damn good player, actually. He's actually a better pass rusher than the guy we drafted at number 4. What a joke. That's great. That's great stuff. That's great content. Well, you're going to take a DN. Keith Choice was a, what was he, a first round, second round pick for us? Fair trade, I think. Fair enough. I don't even care, whatever. If it's not realistic for the sim wins, not realistic for the trades, suck me. But I'm going to take the position we need, lineman. Quick dab, 81 overall. Not how do you have a 40 bench press rep and not like 98 strength? Doesn't make any sense, but he's a great player. I really want to trade up again here, but we cannot. I don't think we need anything else. I really don't. So we took 4 guys actually. 4 in the first, Jesus. Yeah, we definitely don't have that future anymore. Hudson Boyman, probably not a great pick. Raymond Watson, quick dev. Should have been insane, which he was. Just the dev wasn't there. Ellis Oliver, superstar dev, super great player. Just a little old. And then Hayden Sermon, a great lineman. We landed some pretty good players. We landed 2 linemen that were 80 plus, which is pretty great. Malcolm Connor. Oh, God, you idiots. Highest overall, Kent Raymond. I don't know if this was the guy, but one of them was, so that's all that really matters here. Holy crap, 98 speed, superstar dev. One of them was the guy, so at the end of the day, we skipped on the guy at some point, which is perfectly fine. So predictable, the way this game works, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So, final season, no matter what, I think. Like, literally no matter what. I think we've built a good enough team to... No, suck me. I'm not having this. A good enough team to allow these things to happen. McAllister probably plays center. Sermon to guard. Depends on what the game wants to do for me. But yeah, we're going to just adjust the lineup, see what we can do. Where is Oliver? Oliver plays center. Quan's actually going to upgrade going outside linebacker, which is nice. Boyman is probably going to be playing... Oh, yeah, Boyman's definitely playing right end. And then we're going to have Rankins at DT. Joe McCoy gets traded. So, I mean, this is an insane team. Look at the corners. I mean, if this isn't a playoff team, I literally give up. I don't even... If we get to, like, the end of the season and it's not a Super Bowl or a playoff team, I don't even know. I might just end it there. Like, not even say anything. Imagine putting your 6'7" center or tackle at center. That's what I'm doing. Hell yeah. I'm going to trade Jerome McCoy for a 3rd round from the Panthers. Jerome McCoy, even at that age, might be worth a 2nd. Who knows? But with that cash, I cannot hold on to him. It's pretty much going to be the roster. Rankins does go down back at DT, which is kind of wild, but things have to happen because Boyman does need to start. Cornerbacks, Stewart really never developed. He's not even an 80 yet, and it's like year 4. The other corners are very good, though. Vernon Hargraves and Bradford did really well. Ellis. Oliver might do some things at middle linebacker. I mean, this is definitely the best team we've put together so far. The question is it good enough to beat the other put-together teams? Offensive line, we drafted some great players over the years, and none of them have developed. Like, Valentine didn't go up a singular overall. Watson and Sermon, definitely the best linemen we've had in a singular class before, so hopefully that works out. But, I mean, let's go into the last season. So we have some re-signings. Ronald Jones, he hasn't played well, but with that dev, I mean, he has to stay in the team. Like, what can you really do? Playoffs time. Do we make it? No, we didn't make it. I just accidentally simmed too far. Lovely.
Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people.
Like and subscribe.